We're all learning this morning that journalists Don Lemon and Georgia Fort and longtime activists Traherne Cruz and Jamel Lundy were arrested at the direction of Pam Bondi, and they are going to face charges in federal court. The internet is outraged over this. Everybody should be outraged over this. This is a direct attack on freedom of the press, on the First Amendment, as well as clearly, obviously, an attack on Black Americans. Make no mistake, this is all about intimidating the press and chilling dissent, making journalists afraid to cover the crimes that the administration is committing, the horrors that the regime is carrying out, the people who are complicit, collaborating with the rise of fascism in the United States, as well as the resistance movement, as well as the huge groundswell of Americans who are actively defending the Constitution, our immigrant neighbors, our communities, and our rights. Only an authoritarian government is intimidated by journalism, by the freedom of the press. And the only response when a would-be authoritarian is attacking our rights is to vigorously exercise those rights. If they're coming for the First Amendment, cool, we need to all be out in the streets exercising our First Amendment rights. The absolute wrong thing to do in this moment is to go hide in your home, is for journalists to cease to cover what is happening, is to in any way hand over the First Amendment. Because what they're doing right now is seeing if they can grab the freedom of the press and steal it for themselves and make it go poof, make it no longer exist. The way authoritarians advance their terrible, awful plan is they try to claim a right that they do not have, and they wait to see if the people push back. And if the people don't push back, they now say, hey, we took this right from you, we put it in our pocket, and you don't have it anymore. Right? They started this way last year with due process rights for immigrants, and they're working their way through the list to see how many rights they can steal from us and to see if we push back. So they tried to bring these charges against Don Lemon and Georgia Fort, and a judge was like, fuck off. No, there's no probable cause. These are journalists. They were acting in their journalistic capacity, and no, you can't charge them. It went to an appeals court, and the judges on the appeals court said, yeah, we can't force this magistrate judge to bring these charges, except for one Trumper judge on the appeals court said, hey, Pam Bondi, you could just send this to a grand jury and see if they indict. So what we're hearing now, Georgia Fort said last night before she was arrested, that she was told that a grand jury indicted her and also Don Lemon. So when a judge who was a former clerk for Antonin Scalia and was appointed by George Bush said there was no probable cause to charge these journalists, Pam Bondi went shopping around for another way that she could intimidate them. This is a weaponization of the Department of Justice. And the correct response from all of us is mass public outrage. We got to get serious. We got to get serious about big disruptive actions, y'all, immediately. As Slate said, an attack on journalists is a 5-alarm fire.